All right. Hey, Tactical, how's it going?
Hi.
We're cleaning up the debris from the food forest install. And if you listened or watched my podcast today, you know that we did sort of a hybrid thing. So this is a straight line of trees with no regard to contour, because I drive through here and needed that to be a lane. And so I figured we'd just get some trees in. You can see we haven't done anything with the soil here. That's just going to be grass again. We'll overseed that and mulch it in. But these are 5 trees along the pig pasture. We call it the pig pasture. There aren't any pigs in it, but we used to have pigs in there. The sheep do graze in there, and other things will. As these trees get bigger, they can drop their leaves. It's not terrible to have peach leaves eaten by your goats and sheep. In fact, they think it's some good candy. I've got comfrey planted with these. And then this is the first micro swale we did. In order to figure out the placement of this, we had to take into account where that was, that outhouse, and there's a grave up here that we didn't want to disturb. So I said today, I like flowers. So this hydrangea is not edible in my food forest. It's got a little leaf on it. I just sprinkle mulch this whole thing. We mulch the trees. You can see where there's rings, but I just put the rest of the leaf on. I have a number of flowers in here that are not edible, but I also have a number of edible things. We've got oregano. This one is a pear. And then I've got more oregano with some leaves in it. Don't want that there. This is a mulberry. This one, I actually uncovered it when I was getting ready to put this micro swale in. What'll happen over time is this will fill with and just flatten out and make it easier for me to walk. Right now it's actually easier too because it's level. This hill is very steep. You can't tell on the video really, but we call it the leany leg walk. More oregano. This is a blueberry here. More oregano. Interspersed all through this are flower bulbs of the non-edible. Another blueberry. This little set of twigs here is a goji, and I'm putting a flag there because it's tiny. I'm going to think it's a weed later. We've got some rosemary, oregano. What I want the oregano to do is become ground cover. I will also end up interplanting strawberries through here throughout the winter. This is a pear. Another rosemary, oregano, blueberry. Another oregano, rosemary, blueberry, goji. And then we have an apple. This is the only apple that was planted the whole time. So that is the first micro swale. You can see it's pretty straight. I believe that's because this was graded before, like 25 or 30 years ago. So it was a fairly solid slope. Now this next one up here, this is where my wood pile used to be. So we have a big open area here that we can run sheep through eventually. I'll be making this into grassy grazing. That is a peach or a plum. You can see I use these metal tags to say what it is because they don't wear out. You can get these on Amazon. This is a semi-dwarf red haven peach. It's a peach, and then rosemary, an actual rose, oregano, rosemary. This area is interesting. So you can see there's wood ash here. There used to be a fire pit right there. And there's a high concentration of ash. So we actually didn't plant anything here, and I mulched it with about 12 inches of leaves. And we're gonna let that chill, and then I'll start trying to plant things. Got another tree here, and then we cap it off with a hydrangea. From there, because this again is open, I drive down there and then up here to that storage area up there with coffee beans. The rest of the food forest, you can see we still have some cleanup, is along my rock wall. So this is the rock wall garden we put in last year. And we've just got semi-dwarf trees up there. Those ones on the bottom swale are full size. This is my cherry tree. Look at it. There's no tree. I'm getting that tree in December, but we have herbs like thyme and rosemary near the rock wall. I have bulbs all up in there. This I will sprinkle mulch. My time to work on this today is expired, so I'll sprinkle mulch that tomorrow. And then we just have herbs. This is where the aquaponics system is being put in. More herbs. Another tree and then a tree there. And that's it. The placement of every one of these trees, and we did do the water, see? Placement of every one of these trees was carefully thought out. I did add some saffron irises. Wow. Woo, I can't words today. I added some saffron, what are they called? Crocus. And I put 10 of them in over by the banana. And I have another 10 to put in somewhere. I haven't decided where they're going to go yet. I want them kind of close here. Like the reason the cherry tree is right here is I go up and down that stairway all the time. And it's going to need maintenance and care for the first year or two to really get established. These trees I think will do fine. That one I think, because it's a smaller tree that's being planted, will require a little more care. So I plan to put another saffron bed either in this hillside garden area, or I might do it in this space right here. And just before I do that, I need to amend that soil for these saffron. Everything else I just put in the dirt. This one, if I'm going to do the saffron bulbs, I'm going to actually add some stuff to that so it drains better. But I'm excited to be able to get saffron. It was a really informative class. You can see this microswale actually has a bit of a curve to it. Maybe you can't see, but it does. And that's because contour there was a little bit different than the one on the other side of the outhouse. So that is the food forest install. I have 15. I'll end up with 16 fruit trees. The one fodder tree. I may plant some other fodder things in there, but most of my pollarding stuff is down in the pond and then on the other side of the pig pasture. If I want to add more trees, I can put some in the pig pasture, but we're going to let this mature a little bit, see what it brings us, and then decide from there. I just thought y'all might be interested in the tour, and that's like the remnants of the event. Make it a great week.